pick a flower means you truly can't love it. Because the moment you detach it from its roots.
Hey y'all, hey, and welcome. If you like what it is that you see, like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow Visionary Price, the amazing visionary behind all of this, and follow myself at Miss We Care. We got more content coming, guys.
To pick a flower means you truly can't love it. Because the moment you detach it from its roots, the possibility of survival plummets. To take it from its soil means no more nourishment, and ultimately you lust it. You bask in the petal's glory until it dwindles into nothingness, throwing it away to go look for another now to love it. It'll take more work from you being like a gardener to keep up with. It'll go through seasons and changes. The process, you must trust it. If the foundation is correct, it'll spring back from nothing. You'll be a visitor, enjoying its fragrance and visual blessings during the summer. Falls are part of the process which you ranked over lusting, but be cautious. Thorns can stab, and when tears drop, that hurt you feel is a product of loving. Love ain't easy. It's not simple. It's unique, ambiguous, and it's complex. You can't pick it, control it, take it. At times you must leave it if you want the flowers best, and although it may hurt to see someone in your garden. Adam and Eve gave us a lesson that through loving and abundance, there's just some things we can't ingest, and once you consume the forbidden fruit, you will be stripped bare of yourself. My eyes are not open to what love is. In the famous words of Irma Thomas, you can blame me, try to shame me, and still I'll care for you. And at first I didn't agree or understand until you were more important to me than anyone I knew. See, in love, it's my responsibility to lead and uplift you, rather fleas, wind, pesticides, or weeds. It's my duty to protect your roots, so if something is wrong, it's my right as your gardener to solve the problem through rather my fault or not. You're my cause and affection, and I'll be damned if this garden don't come to its full bloom. Love is understanding that we are flawed in our essence, but don't stress it. Because growth and change around here is accepted. I want effort, not perfection. Roles will flip, and I'm hands-on with grace if we both can withstand corrections, because trying is to do. Love is like Sunday school, learning that woman came from rib, then everything came from womb. How I'm man on my own, but more complete when with you. The conundrum and contradictions is understood once we grew from seeds to seedlings, blossoming to bloom, becoming adult plants, pollinating to bear our own fruits. You can never be prepared for growth. You transition to someone new. Love is uncomfortable communication. If one do something the other don't like, it's our right to share that information, because I need to know your family relations. Because they set the foundation that stems your life ahead. And since it's love, I'm prepared to water your thoughts and affirmations. So tell me what your father showed you what a real man is. Or if he wasn't there, tell me all the traumas experienced as a kid. Tell me the things that's constantly running laps in your head, or a simple one. Tell me how you want to be touched in bed. Tell me your deepest dreams and fears, so together we can plan a life ahead, because this is a safe space for conversation. Never mind physical penetration. Our words is the most intimate thing we both bring to this table. Love isn't only romance, like flowers, or taking pictures or holding hands, or even when we plan and dance and doing them silly stupid TikTok trends. Neither is love all fights. When arguing and bickering through the night, which lead to the silent treatment, because neither one of us wants to admit that the other person is right. Now, emotions at a high, but I'll wait it out a while to garner your space, to clear your mind, because love takes time. Love is also patience. Love is balance. Love is consistency in your actions. Love is honesty and growth. Love is a challenge. Love is a choice. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is vulnerable. Love is also sacred. So please don't take love for granted, and embrace love while you have it. Learn to love yourself first, and it'll be easier to love anybody after, because remember, nothing is truly yours. And we'll all return back to Mother Earth's soil, so let's be thankful to Father Time for allowing the garden experience we both shared and enjoyed. Poem.
What's up, visionaries? I am Visionary Price. We are at the Visionary Place. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only way we're going to be able to keep this going. This one is for the visionaries. Everybody go through things and looking for a way out. This your way out. So tap in for sure. This for us. Let's go, visionaries. What's up, y'all? Visionary Price. I am here at the Visionary Place. I got a visionary, I got a poet, I got a designer, but I'm not gonna introduce him. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. I just wanna let y'all know that everybody that come on this show is dope.
I'm U.c Jae, man. The U.C is an abbreviation for like you see me, because I'm honest and transparent when I do my things in life and when I perform on that stage when I'm giving my poetry. And then if we want to give a little background on that, unconventional is defined by not doing what's generally done or believed. Masses is a coherent body of matter with no definite shape. It's in the concept of mental health. So we're doing things differently to make sure that our mental health together. When we're doing things differently to make sure you're picking the people up around you, because it don't matter where you at with it, no matter what background you come from, you got something you're dealing with. And the more we can be comfortable to have that conversation, the more we all can grow. But yeah, I'm a poet, man, a true artist at heart, entrepreneur, business. I got a sneaker cleaning business, and I started some sneaker shit back then at home at one time too. So you feel me? I definitely got my ways with a lot of that.
Can't see, but he definitely got on Chicago.
You feel me? I'm
go crazy. You know what I'm saying? He definitely just pointed out something major. You know what I'm saying? He said, no matter what you're doing, no matter who you is, no matter nothing, like we all go through stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why this is important.
Yes, sir.
Because you're gonna see these people in different situations, these people in different genders, but they all got the same problems. We all got the same problems. So I'm thank you for highlighting that.
No problem.
And you know, before we get into your piece, which was dope in its own right, which they just seen, you know what I'm saying? Your name is so intricate and complex. You
layers
know what
with
I'm saying?
everything.
Like,
It's layers with everything. It's layers with everything, man. It's just like life is like an onion. You know, and the more you unpack and unravel, you never gonna, like, especially with life, you never gonna get to that core because you constantly putting new layers on. But the more you can get down and deeper, the easier it is to, you know, have that layers. But like, I'm very deep, even within the brand, man. Like, the colors mean certain things, all of that, bro. And I feel like that's the life. Sometimes I can get too deep. You know, I feel like that's a lot of people, especially when you're in your head and stuff. But I feel like if you're too shallow, you know, life is duality balance. And if you're too shallow or too deep, you know, you can get lost. But, you know, if you kind of get into that motherfucker and try to make sure you find your reasonings, everything will work out for you.
So the first thing I do want to bring up is balance, right? How do you have time to balance all these? Like, not only time, but how do you balance your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health? Because life is definitely a balance.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? How do you go about balance?
Me personally, man, and that's one thing I'm still learning as I grow. So although I like to believe, like even like as a late people, like you're mature, I'm like, yeah, I do, but at the same time I still have things where I don't do to the full extent that I should. And that's one thing I feel like with balance. But one thing I've recently just got is grace. Grace within myself, grace within my journey. And it's just like, okay, cool, I know today is an off day for poetry. I'm gonna make it up another day because I do this and I know what I do when I do this. So like I had that balance like that to where like if I miss the gym one day or if I just 2 days of me eating out, doing bullshit, or when I get back to that gym, we gonna balance it all the way out. It ain't gonna no leaving it. So I feel like that's how I am, because I'm very much a very passionate person with what I do. So whatever I give my time to, and I'm learning how to be so isolatedly focused when I do certain things. So when I do relax, I can be focused on relaxing and not worry about, damn, I gotta kind of hit this, put this flyer out, yada yada yada. So I learn to, when I'm in whatever state I'm in, give it my all. So then when I'm done there, I can be like, I did what I should do for that day. You feel me? And that's how I balance it out for me personally.
That take me back to a place, you know, something my dad always taught me. He taught me if you do it right the first time, you ain't got to do it again. So you sit there and focus on it, you know what I'm saying? Get it right the first time. You don't even got to think about it no more. That shit done. It's time for me to relax. Facts. This piece that he spit today, man, it's so complex.
I love it. That's all my shit too, man. I love it. I love it.
So what was the feeling, the emotion you was trying to get across?
When I was trying to get across, honestly, bro, like I said, okay, I didn't mention that I'm new to Houston, but you know, we kind of had that conversation.
They don't know that. He's new to Houston.
He's new to Houston. He's new to Houston. So like being down here, I've been a lot of self journey of me learning myself again. And when I wrote that piece, it was more so me looking at all my displays of love through my young trials. You know, where I fucked up at, where I did right at, you know, where I could have did better at. And I looked at it from that perspective, and it kind of gave me an overall perspective of what I idealize love as and or what needs to be conveyed. So I guess that within loving with me, I can be able to be like, this is what I need, this is what I understand. And it was just like I said, it was me that like, I low-key missing the X. I'm like, damn, I fucked that up a little bit. You feel me? Like, you feel me? So like, it was one of those, it was a lot of emotions when writing that piece, but like, the thing about it is like the concept of it came together as like I was like actually the concept, it was another poet I seen on TikTok. I got inspired by a piece. It was like, don't say I love you forever. And the thing when I first started writing, I'm like, even though I'm not like, it might not be there, like I said, it might hurt to see someone in your garden, like you gotta let it go sometimes. Like that's love to me. You feel me? Like you can't be possessive in love, and that's what made me start writing the whole thing. And it was just like, you know, love is really grace, giving, and all of this. So it was more so, like I said, a more reflection on myself and an inspiration to how I love, because I believe, like I said, I do anything passionately. And even in that, sometimes I'm over passionate in certain aspects of love. But I feel like at the end of the day, that fuel gets me to why I'm lovable and why people want to be involved with me, because I'm giving you my all when I'm doing it, for sure. So I'm very emotional.
Do you feel like that piece really breaks down what you just said, being able to, you know what love is, to be able to understand how you love? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like it helps more than just you? Like, what about this piece that made you so inspired to write it? You know what I'm saying?
Man, and I believe it does epitomize it. And what made me like want to write it, like I said, most is just like, bro, because I feel like we all go through love. Everybody go through love. Just like I said, everybody had their problems. Everybody had their ups too, with love. And like, even when I spit this piece, bro, I remember somebody was like, damn, that gave me goosebumps. This one of them pieces when I spit it, nobody's saying nothing until I'm done. You feel me? Because I feel like everybody can agree at some point in time in the poem was like, I agree that makes sense. Cause like even when I was like I said, uncomfortable communication, like bro, when I say I had so many conversations I should have took and had more honesty in them, more conversations where I've been that person, like, come on, talk to me. Like, you feel me? Like, but we gotta know each other if we want this to work out. And like, I feel like that is, and if you've been in love, like even like, I don't know if you caught the song quote, in the famous words of Irma Thomas, you can blame me, try to shame me, and still I care for you. And at first I didn't agree until you were more important to me than anybody I knew or anyone I knew. And that's a song, but that's a real thing. Like I remember I was listening to that song, like that don't make sense. But then when I really look back, I'm like, you made me look stupid, but I still love you though. We gonna figure this out. So like, yeah, bro, like it was just all of that headspace of just going through my love journeys, bro. And it's just like, damn, that is love.
Your love is so powerful.
It's complex too. Like it's not cut and copy paste for nobody. Everybody's just a little different. You feel me? We all want the same concept of being understood, heard, valued, appreciated. But how that goes about it is different. That's why I tell people, when you learn to love yourself, it's easier to tell, I need you to do this for me to make sure I feel loved. Yeah. I need, you know, and I'm not over here just walking you down, like, training you, because again, you're gonna have to learn me. But at the same time, if I can help you love me properly, then I should only be able to reciprocate that back to you. You
That's
feel me?
That's a fact. And I think where people draw the lines at in love is, like you say, it's so complex, right? But I think one thing that can for sure help people, help guide you, and help love you the right way you want to be loved, is boundaries. Yeah. Right?
I've been learning the fuck out of those.
So are you still learning your boundaries? Are you still like, have you come to understand them, or like, where do you sit at with boundaries? You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind too, like, people watching, they probably need help with their boundaries. And, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in a different journey.
Shit, I'm learning mine. Like, that's one thing that I learned, because like I said, I'm a very passionate person. So like, that passion was just like, what's mine is yours. And like, it's so crazy that we having this conversation, because I just had this conversation with somebody last night. And this is what I learned. Like, even like I said, my joint brand is about mental health, but I went to therapy. And like, that's how I got it. And when I went to therapy, I learned balance. And then I took the balance and I learned boundaries. You feel me? And so like the boundaries with me, I learned that like, when I give people certain roles, there's an expectation that I'm gonna let you know. Like, I'm gonna vocalize. Like, if you're my acquaintance, it's different than you're my friend. If you're my friend, it's different if you're in a relationship with me. If you're in a relationship with me,
boundaries
it's different with family. So like, I learned that boundary. So like, when I'm actually giving somebody a portion of me, I know what the adequate portion should be. I'm not, if we're acquaintance, I'm not giving you 100% all the time, because again, we gonna get 100% in our aspects or different realms. But like, you feel me? You got your life, I got my life. And even in relationships, that's one thing I merged it too much. Like, everything I do, you got to be interested in and do. No. Go have yours. Come tell me about the event when you back home. You feel me? Like, I don't gotta go. Like, you feel me? So I'm learning that boundary even within myself. Like, this is my scene. And if you're gonna be on my scene, like I said, I do the poetry. Like, hey, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna talk to 1,000 people. If you don't want me to just sit here and hold your hand, that's something I can't do here. Because I'm here networking. I'm here doing what I'm doing, meeting people, yada, yada, yada. But when we home, please, you want your feet rubbed? Got you.
Cause I got time to focus on you now.
It's your time now.
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
what boundaries I'm learning that. But I'm just now still getting that. And honestly, I ain't been tested. I ain't dealing with nobody to where it's like, you feel me? Like, okay, do I really know the message, or I'm just understanding it from a single perspective? Because once I'm actually in it, it's a little different. But I think I'm working myself very well, because like honestly, bro, like been out here since what, 6 months, 7 months. This has been the longest I've not dealt with somebody on a serious shit. So it's just like, you feel me? Like I'm really learning like what I do wrong, what I do right, what I need to improve on, the boundaries. And it's going a long way. It's going a long way.
Real quick, it sounds like this is your first time actually being single. You know, wow. You know what I'm saying? And I just want y'all to know, no bullshit. All right, so on some real shit about me, I've been always a relationship person, bro. I swear to God, like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, I never got the time to take out for myself to find out who I am.
Yes, sir.
After high school, you know, I was with this girl for like 3 years. We moved in together, the whole thing on some adult shit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, she broke my heart, you feel me?
Be like that.
But I'm glad that happened.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very grateful, because then I got to realize who the fuck I am. I was in your shoes, so I'm not saying I'm better than you.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
facts, no.
I was just, that was my longest time being a single. And I got to find out who I was.
Yes, sir.
I learned about balance. And you said the same thing
Learning
that
this shit
I
right
went
now.
through. Like, I learned about balance, then I learned about this, then I learned about boundaries. Like, it's a roller coaster journey.
It's a roller coaster.
You know what I'm saying? So take this time when you single and just continue to learn, bro.
Yes,
it's
sir.
gonna be so much better when you get in a relationship.
Man.
You know who the you is. You
No,
know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Facts, bro.
So, yeah, I didn't mean to go down there.
No, you good. That's what the conversation's supposed to do, though. That's what a good conversation's supposed to do. And hopefully when somebody get home, like, damn, I'm gonna be the same. Because even me, like, I've been single, but it's like, I was being single, being outside. And that's different than being single, actually kind of, you feel me, focusing on, like, your inside self. So, like, yeah, bro, it's just like, even though I still do my shit, like, I go home and like, it's not like, damn, I gotta have somebody here I want to talk to. We all get our moments, so I want to hit somebody up, yada, yada, yada. But for the most part, it be like, bro, if you ain't coming over here and we on the same page, or you enhancing me, you can stay where you at, do your thing. I'm gonna stay where I'm at, do my thing. And that's what I'm even learning with, just like cycles in life. If you're not meant to be here right now in my season while I grow, that's cool. I'm completely fine with growing alone, per se, because I'm never doing alone. We meet people along the way. Like, this conversation right here is helping me grow. But like, I'm cool with not needing a partner right now, because once I do get that partner, I'm gonna be in a better position with knowing myself, knowing how to communicate, man. So much shit. So like, yeah, bro, like, this time has been, it's been crazy. And then I'm not home, so like, back home I have family, I have other distractions. You feel me? So it's like, got other friends out here. Not only I got friends out here, but it's like, the whole time when it comes to my deep inside self, it's just me and me. Yeah. You feel me? Ain't nobody else that can give me their opinion on how I should feel, telling me I should go about this route. Like, it's like, nah, bro, that's how you feel. Let it process to the next point.
That's a fact. So I'm gonna goddamn do a quick detour on what I was gonna ask you, just for the simple fact we definitely relate on one topic. We both just moved.
Yep.
And that's a whole bag in itself, because like you say, ain't no family, ain't no friends. It's just you. You either gonna make it or you go back home, and I ain't going back home.
I just told somebody else that they like, I had a dream you went home. I said I would go back home on filing bankruptcy, being out here trying it. I'm gonna do whatever before I go back home and say that I ain't give my all. Like, y'all tripping, I can't.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, and just being out here, you know, going through this journey, this shit been beautiful.
It's been beautiful, bro.
Cause it's like a lot of ups and downs. I'm gonna let you tell your story, though. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'll say a little bit.
Do yours, though. I'm gonna say, I'm listening. If you don't want to put the whole thing in the episode, you don't got to, but get it out. You feel me? That's what the conversation for.
Yeah.
You feel me? So how your journey been treating you? Like, you feel me? Like you said, the ups and downs, of course. You feel me? You got some more time out here. So, but
Yes, sir. Yes,
what
sir.
has been doing for you in your journey? Because we all on our journey.
Yes, sir. So I believe I had to rebrand a lot. You know, I thought I could be the same person out here. I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? And I was going through a lot of shit mentally, finding out like who's not for me and who's for me.
Yes, sir.
And that's where I'm at now. Like I know now, because I done started a family. You know what I'm saying? I was able to
got kids? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was able to have my
Congratulations.
first son. You know
Congratulations.
what I'm saying? And like I say, it was a lot of ups and downs trying to figure out what I'm gonna do in this life, and like, you know what I'm saying. Now I gotta bring up my son, and I don't have no family out here. So when I want to call my mama, nigga, I gotta call her. Like, you know what I'm saying. I can't be like, Mom.
No, really though. Help me out real quick. Like, you on the phone with? Wait, what I'm supposed to do you now? Hold on. You said rub the back. Damn, my bad. Like, could you come up? No, you can't. All right, I got it. We gonna figure it out. Like, no, facts though. I definitely understand that, bro.
So, yeah, I mean, another piece is just like, one thing though, once you start going down your journey, you start meeting people, you like, oh shit,
this family,
my people.
This family. You know, black people are everybody cousins, distance. You long around long enough, you cousins, you family. Your family.
Do you feel like Houston was calling your name?
Yeah. Like, I'm from a small city, like I told you, Muskegon. Very small city, small population. Literally drive around the whole thing in about 20 minutes. Especially not here. 20 minutes is not that. But from small city, and like the first opportunity I had it was like pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, my sister was like, you can come out here, yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, all right, I want to do this, then, the third, first before I leave. And then I kind of threw it away. Forgot about it. Started doing the business at a higher level at home. And then like that was doing what it was calling. And then when I finally got back to the point, I went back home. I went to another city, Grand Rapids. I don't know if you know Grand Rapids.
I know Grand Rapids.
I forget you know, went to Grand Rapids for a while, and then I was still back and forth to Muskegon. But I'm like, okay, I got away for a little bit, but it still wasn't big enough. Like, you feel me? Like, and although I didn't just take over Grand Rapids, like that wasn't the plan. But I went to Grand Rapids, and it still wasn't that. So like, when she gave me the opportunity again, she was like, you feel me? Yeah, you come here. Like, you feel me? Because I need somebody else out here right now, too, on some other personal stuff. So then I'm like, all right, cool, bet. And then when I got out here, like, the very first day, bro, I got here, we drove. We drove, threw everything in the car and drove, bro.
I ain't doing that driving.
Nope, never. We coming home flying. Anything, I'd catch a bus and not drive. But I'm not getting behind the wheel for 18 hours again. You miss me with that. So I threw everything in the car, came out here, bro. We touched down, I want to say like 7:38. We went to the gallery. The first day I went to the gallery, I met this dude on a clothes set. He was working in like Saks or something like that. And he was I'm like, damn, that's crazy how fast that happened. And then, like I said, over time, I'm still adjusting, yada, 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 trying to get my little route. I found the poetry. And then, like, bro, when I tell people all the time, like, bro, I wrote down some things I needed to find before I got here. So I wrote down, like, business district, clothing wholesaler, yada, yada, yada. Poetry is one of them. And then once I hit the scene, like, when I say it just took off, like, because we didn't have the venue back home. We didn't have no open mics. I performed one time. Crazy facts. I performed one time before moving down here on poetry. I had 3 poems. First time I performed down here was January 8th. Since January 8th, it is what? July 28th? Something like that? It's one of these days. July 28th, 29th, something like that.
It's July 30th.
July 30th. So it's July 30th. Since January 8th to now July 30th, I've performed over 62 times. And like, I've been over to probably more than 75, 80 shows. I started with 3 poems January 8th. I have 19 now. And got a whole bunch of working pieces, and I know like 15 of them by heart. Like, this shit took over, like, it took over everything. And like, bro, like, then that's why even in the poetry community, because this shit is deep, bro. Like, the one place we go to today on Sunday, they've been doing this shit for 23 years. 23 years. Like, and when I say, they'd be like, you're the first person to ever do this, then the third. Like, damn. Like, I'm like, really? Like, I'm the first person? In 23 years, I'm the nigga that do this? Like, I've gained respect in the poetry community just for the consistency, the eager to learn, all of that, bro. And like, so that I feel like that's what the calling was. 'Cause I tell people all the time, I know personally my gift is talking. And me being poetic is how I be able to give my gift to be conveyed at a high level through poetry. Because like, if I just ramble, we having a conversation, like, people will keep up. But like, depending on the ups and downs of how the conversation go, you might get a little lost in the sauce. But when that poem dropped from beginning to end, so I say, when I do that piece or some pieces, for 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes, you're not saying nothing because you don't want to miss nothing. And I feel like that'd be my calling to be out here. That's why I do it at a high level. It's been beautiful because, again, I went to therapy, I had counseling at home, and I ain't got that here. So this has been my therapy, bro. Hitting that mic is been able to like let that shit out, and that's why I'm not so congested with my internal stuff no more.
I like that. This is a question.
Yes.
What are you trying to get out? What is it? What is it? Like, is it a certain thing, or is it a lot of things that you just don't speak about?
It's a lot of things, and the thing about it is, so it's a lot of things, but the biggest thing I want to get out is the value of understanding self. And the way you do that first is through self understanding, through diving in, but as well as being vulnerable, and like especially being a black man, and we're talking about in America, you feel me? It's just like in relationships, all of that. I want to make sure like I tell people all the time, when I do stuff, when I say anything, I love to tell people my favorite quote is, I do this, or I say this, or I show you this, so you can't say you never had it before or didn't hear it. You can't hear it. You can't be around me and not be like, you should go to therapy. Nobody never told me that. If you was around me, I told you that. You feel me? Or you should take the time for yourself. Well, nobody never told me I need to know. You heard that from me, because like I believe we all in this journey, the more we know ourselves and the more, especially as black men, you feel me, the more we understand that what's going up against us. The responsibility you want to take on. You feel me? Like you said earlier, you can put yourself in the position to get everything you need. And you feel me? And it's a lot easier to find that family. It's a lot easier to find that. It's a lot easier to be a leader. And I feel like that's for everybody.
Knowledge is power. And the powers that be want to keep us ignorant to stuff. So I think it is very important for people like you to spread the messages like, you need time alone. You can't keep running into this relationship thinking you're going to find yourself. No, sir. You're going to keep running into that wall.
You're going to run into this.
You're going to have a baby, and the cycle continues. Somebody got to stop it.
Exactly, fam. And that's what I tell everybody, like, you know, like, I feel like that's one thing I tell, I like about and everybody, like, you know, everybody got a podcast with relationship advice, topics, this is society. But I tell every people all the time, what's the difference is, in me, what I generalize, the roles are starting to reverse. You know, women couldn't get jobs. Women didn't have power in the workforce. Women make up a lot of the workforce now, higher earners, yada, yada, yada. Men now, back in the days, don't be emotional, don't know yourself, don't do this, you know, just work through it, man up. The roles are flipping to where we still got an understanding of both, but at the same time, it's like, no, we got knowledge here too. Like I tell people all the time, like, I'm the guy in the relationship, you can't tell me my feelings ain't valid. I know they're valid. I know they're valid. And if you don't understand it, we can communicate on how to figure it out. But you're not going to say I'm tripping for feeling this. You feel me? Because we all got feelings. Because how would you feel if I told you the same shit? You feel me? So like, I'm big on just trying to, like I said, and that's the understanding of self. Like I understand, like even like in the mental side, I tell people all the time with titles and boundaries. Like people be like, I want a man to play 50-50. Baby, we're talking. We haven't even established if I'm gonna like you 3 months from now, and you want me to talk about 50-50. Baby, you feel me? Like, we are not in a relationship. I don't expect you to come clean up my crib. You do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. We're gonna work to it. That's for marriage. I would love to do 100%, you feel me, everything. But I'm nowhere near that, and we're not in that position for me to be doing that for you. So, like, yeah.
So one thing I totally 100% agree, I think it's a society thing of anybody, man and woman, wanting these super high things. Nigga, we just walked through the door. Shorty, like, you gotta wait, you gotta hold on, like, I see your outside, I see your physical, I like it, but cool. Do I like you? What's on the inside is more important.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody said this, have you ever heard this? They said, I would rather have a home-cooked meal than microwavable food. You know what I'm saying? Or something they said, but that's a fact. So, it look good.
It look good. It might be a little nourishing right now. But no, I need the whole meal, and the whole meal takes time to cook. Exactly. It ain't no, you feel me, you can't just throw everything in the pot, come back, go a crock pot meal, a little roast or something. But, you feel me, it takes some time to cultivate that. And I tell you, and this is one of my greatest things. That's love, too. That's love. And it, like I said, when I said in the poem, love is understanding, here's the real thing, like I tell you all the time. Especially when it comes into a relationship, like when it comes to triggers, whatever it is you got to talk to with your partner. I've been living I'm 25, finna be 26. For me to explain year 12, 13, 14, 15 is a luxury to you. Because I really got to go back and reconvey these feelings, reconvey these emotions for you to know me. This is why I do this. What happened in middle school, yada, 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 happened in high school, family shit. Regardless, it takes time for me to do that. And if you're not willing to be open to that time and or communication to get into that understanding that we're learning each other to better help each other, then we just wasting our time and it's pointless. Because again, bro, for you to truly love me, you got to know why I do this. I got to see you in different seasons. I got to know all these things and and they'll come in 6 months. Like, bro, like I tell people all the time, like,
it take a while to learn.
Wow, you're gonna be my friend. You're gonna be my friend, and I'm gonna see, like, this is one thing too where people get fucked up at. Well, I'm not in a relationship, so I'm not gonna do that. As I tell people all the time, I shouldn't see if you're a good mother because you need kids. I should see how you handle kids around you. Yeah. You shouldn't tell I'm gonna be a good nigga with a house. I'm gonna be handsy. You should be able to see me do shit with my hands right now, but not unsolicited. I'm doing shit with my hands because I'm a nigga that like to fix shit. You doing shit as a woman because you're a woman that enjoys that. I shouldn't have to put a ring or give you a gift for it to happen. Not saying at the high level, yes, of course, but I should already see that you're good with kids long before I would consider impregnating you.
Exactly. Now, I'm taking my personal example. You know what I'm saying? I was able to, go through with that, have a baby and stuff like that. I love my baby mother. You know what I'm saying? For real,
Fact.
because before we had the baby, I'm like, she right. She's a motherly figure regardless. It don't gotta be towards me, towards anybody. You could just tell the nurture she gives, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you're talking about. I can definitely relate to that, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
The before process.
Yes, sir.
How do this person treat their mother? How do this person treat their father? Because that's how they gonna treat you.
Exactly. And the biggest thing I tell people all the time, our first love, which ultimately is our parents.
Facts.
It shapes our love
Facts.
language versus everybody. Like, because women, I want a nigga like my daddy. But if I say I want somebody like my mama, I'm a little weird for saying that. But the whole time, like, that's the first woman I've loved. And don't get me wrong, like I tell anybody, like, as long as my mama breathing.
Real quick, man, because I feel like that's a society thing.
It's a society thing for sure.
Like, why am I wrong for wanting somebody to love me like my mother and goddamn, what's wrong with that? But you're a mother's boy, huh? What is that?
It's, like I said, it's a society thing. It's some shit that you just can't shake. And I ain't gonna say can't shake because, again, you meet the right person, they understand again. You feel me? But, like, as a society, like, that's one thing, like I tell people all the time, like, I fully believe I'm gonna change the world, not the whole thing, though. I can't.
You can spark the mind.
I can't, but I can spark the world mind. That's gonna spark another part of the world. Yada yada yada. But so like even when it comes to that society norm, like it's just like I said, it's just like how niggas be sassy for doing something. I don't care. You call me sassy all you want, pinky up. If I feel like it's valid, baby. And you're not finna make me feel no way. And if I feel like I said, when it comes to that, like wanting somebody like my mother, and like I tell people all the time, like I'm not saying you gotta be copy paste my mama. You gotta do this and that third. But no, the essence of what my mama do, you feel me? You gotta come close to it. Cause again, that's why I love, like even in the poem. So tell me what your father showed you what a real man is.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because at the real day, so tell me what you are used to, so I know what I gotta do, what I'm comfortable with. And I love women with fathers because they give them perspective. They give them. We not dealing with no bullshit. And people like, oh my God, she stuck up, bro. No, she just know this shit. Whether she learned the game or somebody taught it to her,
and some women don't got fathers. You feel me? You gotta look at that too. That don't mean you just
you lack. Yeah, you don't like it.
A figure just showing you the game.
Yeah.
That does make a difference.
Big difference. Big difference. Same with women. Like I tell niggas like bro, like niggas be like, bro, do women take niggas on dates? Yes, you're a loser. I'm sorry. I got taken on dates. I get gifts unprovoked, like you feel me, because I know how to treat women from the women that taught me how to do this. You feel me, and or my experiences. So even if you don't get it out the gate, you can go learn the life game if you want to. But like I tell niggas all the time, like every time, like wherever you go, like especially when it comes to like that balance, you need that balance. I love my female friends. You did too much. Did I really? Please explain to me why I did too much. Because I just thought I was just being honest. You should have said this like this. You should have did this like this. You should do this like this because y'all women. And I remember I told somebody that's my sisters that I was like, you got some friends? I was like to my sister, like when I first got out, you got some friends? She's like, damn, why you trying to get my friends? I said, I love you. I know how you move, and if you fuck with them, it should be like no brainer that I'm gonna fuck with them because you got good qualities as a woman. You're not gonna go hang with lesser than. Yeah. So go ahead and point me to the direction of your friends, cause you feel me.
They say birds of feather flock.
You hear me, y'all? You're a good woman, so point me to what a good women are. Like you feel me? So, yeah, it's I don't know. People, society and their roles, bro. We can't control them, but as long as, like I said, you find that person that you can communicate with, and get that off, like how you need to be loved and affirmed. Who cares about what everybody else thinks? You feel me?
That's a fact. So just breaking down this conversation so far. We didn't talk about the poetry. We talked about who you was.
Yes, sir.
Talked about moving from Houston, moving to Houston. We talked about love.
Mental health.
Boundaries, mental health. We did cover a plethora of topics.
I love words, bro. I tell you, that's a poet in me. Like, when I hear a word, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Once again, we're at the Visionary Place. I'm Visionary Price. I want to continue to drop dope episodes, but the only way I can keep this going if y'all donate.
Yeah.
I'm not getting paid for this, but I want it to the point where when I'm bringing people on, they more than happy to come because they didn't, you know what I'm saying? They done got paid.
Type
That's
joint.
another story.
Yeah, that's analytics. That's business analytics.
Yeah. Make sure y'all donate. The link is right here. I appreciate y'all so much. Before we get out of here, I do want to ask U.C Jae another question.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, where can they get your designs? Where can they find your work at?
I got you. So if you want to follow me, you can follow me at uc.jae. That's on all social media platforms, primarily heavily on Instagram. And then business page is the same, UC Masses. That's on everything, primarily on Instagram. But the website is ucmasses.com. We just revamped the website up. We still got to do the marketing back end on that. But yeah, we got a lot of new stuff coming out. Trying to get more into my one-on-ones too, so we're gonna get some real crazy pieces going. So yes, definitely, if you want to follow me, link in, tap in. It should definitely constantly be changing. It's something that you're gonna find something that you like. You got to. So just check it out. So I appreciate y'all. So thank you for having me.
Once again, we got another visionary at the Visionary Place.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all. Tell them to subscribe.
Listen, subscribe. Listen. You on your phone all day anyhow. You might as well, you do it before work or after work. Subscribe right now, just do it. Just do it.
Come on,
You feel me? It can't hurt, it's gonna be uplifting. You're gonna learn and love a lot of things about this. So tap in, turn that notification bell on, do everything you need to do, because you're following some other people that you don't even know.
You don't even know
You
them.
don't even know them. You go ahead, throw that little subscribe our way, his way, and then see more people. You feel me? Because I want to get on YouTube and doing videos, but I'll be like, man, that's a lot of editing, and I ain't got that in me. But yeah, subscribe, man, because he's putting a lot of work in to get this shit done. Man, it's so many behind the scenes angles. Y'all don't know what go into all this work. And if you want to go find out, go outside. Bring your camera out, but give him his flowers and his subscription right now while you can.
Yeah. We out.
Yes, sir.